Lontor. Lontor, also known as Lonthor or Lonthor. It is administered as part of the administrative district Kecamatan within the Central Maluku Regency in the province of Maluku. Geography. Lontor is one of the three central Banda Islands. Banda Nera is 800 meters to the north and Banda API Volcano Island is 1 km away. The small islet of Pualukraka is 1 kilometer north. Lontor and Pilakraka are located on the south and east sides of submerged caldera with a diameter of around 7 kilometers, inside which are the islands of Banda Nera and Banda API. Lontor has a length of 12 kilometers, 7.5 mi, and width of 3 kilometers, 1.9 mi, and is the largest of the Banda Islands. The entire island is crossed by a chain of hills and small mountains with a maximum height of 536 meters, 1759 ft. The largest settlements are Lonthoir, Salaman, and Ware. There are two dilapidated Dutch forts, Lonthoir Benteng Hollandia, Weer Benteng Concordia. History. Nutmeg is grown on the island, and trade brought the inhabitants great wealth in the pre-modern period. Until the early 17th century, the Banda Islands were ruled by locals magnates called the Orinkea. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to attempt to dominate the spice trade from the 16th century, but were replaced by the Dutch. Initially, the Dutch established friendly relations and a trading outpost in 1599, but in 1609 the Orinkea on Banda Nera rebelled against Dutch attempts to coerce a monopoly on the spice trade, killing 30 Netherlanders. This resulted in a brutal campaign against the people of Banda Islands by the Dutch, including two punitive military expeditions in early 1611 against Lontor led by Piet Hein. The Dutch conquest of the Banda Islands culminated with the Banda Massacre of 1621, in which Jan Pieterszoon Coen, with a fleet of 19 ships, 1655 European troops, and 286 Asian auxiliaries, invaded the islands and subsequently began a campaign to commit genocide against the local inhabitants. According to Cohen's own account, about 2,500 inhabitants died of hunger and misery, or by the sword. A good party of women and children were taken, and not more than 300 escaped. Straver 2018 concluded that the Lontor's population would have been around 4,500–5,000 people, 50 to 100 of whom died during the fighting, 1,700 of whom were enslaved, and 2,500 of whom died due to famine and disease, while an unknown number of natives jumped to their deaths from the cliffs. Several hundreds escaped. To keep the archipelago productive, the VOC repopulated the islands, including Lontor, mostly with slaves taken from the rest of modern-day Indonesia, India, the coast of China, working under command of Dutch planters Perkeniers. The original natives were also enslaved and were ordered to teach the newcomers about nutmeg and mace agriculture. The treatment of the slaves was severe. The native Bandanese population dropped. The Dutch continued to rule the island until 1949, although the economic importance of nutmeg and mace declined greatly due to the loss of the Dutch monopoly after the British successfully planted nutmeg trees in other parts of the world, especially Penang and Grenada following the IN. Following Indonesian independence, the island has been administered as part of the Indonesian province of Maluku.